Plenty of top hung cabinetry over here. Let's count. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Almost like 14, 15 panels of top hung cabinetry spaces. Absolutely great. Now, PropertyLimBrothers is back at Atelier Villas after 2 full years, and we're so excited for this particular home tour because we are so closely located towards this epicenter of change, and there's a potential first movers advantage going on in this Lentor area.
So if you're looking for a cluster house that is standing at 3,000 odd square feet with a lift that is built inside that future-proof your exit strategy and a freehold house, stay tuned with us in this home tour, and we believe that this will be the perfect unit for you. Let's go.
Let's go. Now we're going to do today's home tour slightly differently. Now we're going to share with everyone why this area behind us, known as the Hillock Park Enclave, is so exciting. So Wayne, why don't you take us through?
Alright, so over here behind us, this is the Lentor area. This is actually called the Lentor Parcel B site. That's already open for tender already. If you look at this whole white colour fence area, this has already been awarded to Guoco Land. Probably it's going to be called Lentor Hills Residences. And beyond that, this white colour fence is actually the Lentor Modern, which is also a Guoco Land site that's sitting right on top of the Lentor MRT station. Atelier Villas is actually located along the Yio Chu Kang Drive Road. We are just on the outskirts of Ang Mo Kio Town. If you were to drive along this road, it will actually lead you to CTE, which is actually very accessible. And behind us, there will be the Thomson area, which is also another artery road that will bring you downtown. We are also near a lot of greeneries, especially the Lower Pierce Reservoir and Upper Pierce Reservoir, plus also the Thomson Nature Park, as well as the Bishan Ang Mo Kio Park area. So the residents in this area definitely will be able to enjoy their evening walks or even their weekend walks and strolls to the nature reserve, and I think that's great, and we can't wait for you to find out more. So this whole entire hill area is extremely exciting because if I'm going to pull up the URA Master Plan, you'll see that it's actually shaped like a turtle shell, and on this particular few plots of lands, they have already been opening up for tender in October 2022 or have already opened up for tenders and waiting for bids, and then you will be able to share with you more later on.
So why don't you head back in and we'll chat more about numbers later in the house. Let's go. Now welcome everyone to Atelier Villas. Now before we begin, let me give you a brief rundown of the specs of this home. So we are currently at level 1 in this freehold cluster house with an inbuilt lift. So in total there are about 3 levels plus a basement and a roof terrace spanning about 3,240 square feet with an inbuilt lift that actually serves all the way from the basement all the way up to your bedroom levels. Now the bedrooms actually starts from level 2, whereby you have 2 bedrooms on level 2, your master as well as your junior ensuite. And on level 3 you have 2 common bedrooms, a common bath that serves both these common bedrooms, and another junior ensuite on level 3, and on top you have your roof terrace. So for the basement, you have your wet kitchen, a bomb shelter, a shelter room, as well as 2 private car park lots for your vehicles. And on level 1, you have your living room area, your dining, your dry kitchen, as well as 2 front and back porch spaces for your enjoyment. So I want to check out the main entrance of the home, which is where the front porch is located. Let's go. Okay, so this will be the main entrance of the home. You are greeted by this nice sizable front porch over here. Now frontage of this home is approximately about 5 meters, and you have a sizable space to actually fit in 1 dining table over here that seats up to 4 packs. Now this structure over here is your air well, which serves your basement, and we will check that out later on. So for the homes along this side, your main door is actually facing towards eastward, so you do get a bit of morning sun, but all of this awning has already been installed for you. So why not let's head in and check out the home. Now as we step into the living area, we are greeted by this 3-seater sofa, and there is a considerable distance between the sofa as well as your feature wall right over there. So a slight feature wall has already been done up. Now the owners have mounted up a 55-inch curved TV right here for their enjoyment. Now as we head deeper into the house, on the right side will be the stairs leading you to level 2, level 3 as well as the roof terrace, or you can consider taking the lift all the way down to the basement and up to level 2 and 3. So right in front of me here, they have a powder room that has been very well taken care of. And I think one interesting feature about this powder room is that there is this long neck tap right over here, and it's super long. Look at this, oh my god. And the water actually flows all the way through, and this is super cool. Entire bathroom is in very good condition. So right outside the powder room, this will lead us to where the dining as well as the dry kitchen is. Now you will realize also that the flooring of this entire living room is actually made out of marble. So right in this exclusive project, there are only 36 freehold units right over here. Mostly are actually inter terraces with a small inclusion of corner terraces. And this project TOP'd around 2008, but the entire project is still very well maintained, and you also have the freehold status for very good value retention. Now where I'm stepping in right now is also the dry kitchen. So this entire kitchen forms up the L shape. Now you have so much inbuilt appliances for you. you. So you have an inbuilt oven, an inbuilt coffee machine, and you also have a provision for a dishwasher right here. We find that it is so extremely functional. Right over here, the owners have also fit in a 2-door fridge, and you have plenty of cabinetry spaces all around, almost 8 to 10 panels. Your wet and dry kitchen is separated amongst 2 levels. So your wet kitchen will be on the basement and your dry kitchen will be on level 1. Now this means that you get a true separation between your wet and dry kitchen, so you can really keep all your heavy cooking downstairs. And right over here in your dry kitchen, you can keep it for simple food prep, and this achieves the full separation of your wet and dry kitchen. So right over here, the owners have also fit in a 4-seater dining table. So let's say if you are a larger size family and you like to position in a 6-seater dining table, you can do it horizontally here as well. That's perfectly fine and doable. So let's head to the back of the home and check out the outdoor patio space. So we are at the back of the house right now at the outdoor patio space. So what I absolutely love about this patio space is that we are one of the 4 exclusive units with a direct access to the pool right over here. Now the back of the home faces towards the west side of direction, so you do get a bit of afternoon sun, but there are another row of inter-terraces right in front of us, so they are kind of helping us block out this afternoon sun. But the owners have already installed this awning that have already blocked out some of the afternoon sunlight. So let's head back in, let's chat more about the pricing aspects of the future of this Lentor transformation area. So what is happening in this entire Hillock Park enclave? If we were to pull up the map, we'll see that there are 5 to 6 residential sites shaped in this turtle shape looking. So firstly, directly above Lentor MRT, a fully integrated development that has already been bought over by Guaco Land. They are branding the project as Lentor Modern. That was sold sometime in July 2021. The land was purchased for 784.1 million. And if you were to factor in your construction costs, your land financing, your professional and legal team, and your marketing team, that will give you an estimated break-even of 1,933. So we are expecting Lentor Modern to launch at about 2003 to 2004 PSF, and it is very normal for it to be priced such a way. And despite launching as a 99-year project, it is very normal to command such a premium, as it is a fully integrated development with an MRT at your doorstep. So that will kind of be the expected pricing somewhere in the future. The next land sale that happened will be your Lentor Hills Road, also known as your Parcel A. That was actually sold for 586.6 million, and after factoring all of your costs, your estimated break-even price is about 1,749 PSF. So we can expect it to launch at about 2,000 or to about 2,001 PSF right in the future by factoring in about 20% profit margins. So this will be the expected pricing for the Lentor transformation right over here in the next 3 to 4 years. So why not let's head down and let's check out the basement and the rest of the home. So we are now at the basement. Let me take you right outside over here. So if you are driving and you're carrying your groceries right over here, you will actually be parking in your private car park lot. So each unit over here is allocated 2 private car park lots. So if you have multiple vehicles, that's great for you. So if you have elderlies at home or after your shopping trips, now I think one great thing about this cluster home is that this cluster home actually has a lift that serves all the way from your basement to all your bedroom levels. And therefore, if you're carrying anything heavy, you won't have to take the stairs and you can straight away take the lift, which is directly on the right. Now for the rest of the basement, on the right side you have this storage room, and on the left you also have a bomb shelter that's also slightly sunken, so plenty of storage space for you as well. You can actually include some racks over there. And now directly in front of me, this towards the front of the house, this is the wet kitchen. Now I want to bring your attention right over here to this air well that we covered at the start. I think it's great that there's some natural ventilation right in this home, because we've seen so many landed homes and sometimes for basement they are forced to accept this kind of thing called the mechanical ventilation, where it might not be as effective as having a natural air well right here. So right over here we are in a wet kitchen. The owners have actually fit in one nice island countertop right here for their food preparation, so plenty of space for food prep. You can actually be preparing food and cooking right over here. Space for a nice 2-door fridge to store all your food. Plenty of top hung cabinetry over here. Let's count. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, almost like 14, 15 panels of top hung cabinetry spaces. Absolutely great. And to my right here, the owners have also fit in one front load dryer as well as one top load washing machine, so there's a lot of space here for all your family needs. And towards my right, you also have a WC, so if you have a live-in helper, that's great as well. So for this corner of the wet kitchen, the owners have also fit in a top hung cabinetry as well as an entire freezer right here for her usage. Right over here, the owners actually use this as a storage room, but you can also convert it to a helper's room. You can easily fit in a single size bed right over here, and there is also a window for natural ventilation if you were to have your live-in helper stay here. Let's head on to level 2 and join Wayne to explore the rest of the house.
Alright, so here we are on level 2, but wait, hold on a while. Come on in over here before I show you the bedrooms. I'm just going to share with you, this brand of the lift is actually known as Otis, Japanese brand, top-notch quality. Despite the fact that this is a hydraulic lift, but it's actually very durable as well. Come on in and I'll show you the junior master bedroom. So this junior master bedroom is definitely a very good size. Flooring is actually made of parquet flooring. As what you can see over here, we have not turned on the lights, but you can have a lot of natural light that flows into this room. I would say that it's actually very bright during the daytime. Alright, so this part of the room is actually facing towards the green area where it's actually the Lentor redevelopment site. I would say fantastic view. Imagine sitting over here looking over the greens while you're working. Definitely lots of creative juice is going to come out from your brain. What you can see over here, this is actually done up by the owner's carpentry work with a super single size frame over here, plus also a desktop for the workstation. But nonetheless, of course, if you were to remove this away, definitely this room space is big enough for a queen size bed with 2 side stables. If you want to fit in a king size bed, no problem at all. I would say that the walking distance between the bed and the wardrobe is still a very good space. 2 door panels has also been done up as well. Behind this door, this would actually be your junior master bathroom. And I think one of the great things about this bathroom is that it actually has windows that's facing towards the open space. I think this is also one of the features that is often overlooked by a lot of buyers, because with such a big windows, definitely lots of ventilation, and it's going to keep your bathroom dry. It's actually a very fast-free bathroom. What you're looking for in a bathroom is definitely inside there as well. Countertop is made out of natural stone, so that's extremely durable as well. Before I bring you over to the master bedroom, let me share with you more about the site plan of Atelier Villas and generally how the units are being orientated. Atelier Villas is actually made out of 36 units. In the whole 36 units over here, main bulk of the units are all facing towards the east and the west. There are only 8 units that are facing towards the north-south orientation, and they are located actually on the either end of Atelier Villas, the development site. Among these whole 36 units, 2 of the units actually comes with their own private pool at the site, which actually comes with a much bigger patio area. Most of the units are pretty much similar. They are very unique. 4 units, which is one of them where we are standing in right now, has a direct pool access. So generally, in terms of the unit sizes, it varies across the different units. So as you can see, that some of them actually have a triangular and a bigger patio area on the lower level. So for our unit over here, it actually has a patio space on the front, in the back as well, and also a very good sized wet kitchen area in the basement. So I think that's great, in terms of the overall layout over here. So come, let's join me into the master bedroom. So definitely a good space along the foyer area. Of course, the owners have put in some cabinets over here for their storage needs. But of course, once these are all being removed, you definitely can feel the space in the walkway. So coming in right here, this would actually be your master bedroom that is fronting towards the other blocks of Atelier Villas. Definitely a very cozy space, big windows for ventilation. Of course, if you were to open up this window, you definitely get to enjoy the beautiful pool view right here. Likewise, light hasn't been turned on, and you can see how bright this room is as well. It's fantastic. So the owners have also done some cabinets in the front area here as well. As you can see, the main bed frame, this is actually a king size bed frame with 2 side tables, so you can already gauge how big the space is right here. As you enter in, you will be seeing a walk-in closet on my right side, which is on your left. A good space as well for lots of clothes. And over here, you do get your bathroom. I would say this is actually a very good sized bathroom, with ventilation windows. You can clearly see that there's a separation of zone where the WC and the standing shower area is. And interestingly, in this Atelier Villas for the master bathroom, the standing shower area is actually a sunken area, so it actually allows the water to be collected and not spill out into the dry area of the bathroom. So come, let's join me on the 3rd level of this house.
Life is what you make it. Days like this, yeah, I swear that I would pay for.
So coming up to the 3rd level, you do get 3 bedrooms, 2 common rooms that are basically of very much like a mirror image of one another, and a second junior master. So coming up to this 3rd level, what will be greeting you will be the common bathroom. That is actually a shared bathroom for the 2 common rooms that is right in front of me. So coming into this bathroom first, you get to enjoy this very high loft ceiling, because this actually extends all the way up to the roof terrace space. This is a good sized bathroom with a sliding door that is actually a very space saving. So after you have seen a common bathroom, follow me to the second junior master, which is actually the same size as the first junior master you have seen. So likewise for this particular junior master, it's very much like the same concept as what you have seen earlier on. Single size bed at the side over here with also tabletop that has been designed for work from home kind of concept. So this is a view that is also facing towards the green area as well. So if I may pull out the curtain, you can actually see that this is actually the same site. This view over here definitely is very quiet right now because there's not a lot of human traffic in this part of the road right here. Space wise is pretty much the same. And I would say that this room basically gets to enjoy the same kind of like layout as the second junior master bedroom on the 2nd level. So now I think it's a time to look at some of the numbers as well as also the competitive analysis of how Atelier Villas will fare against some of the other cluster housing in this area. We will be comparing against some of the resale projects in the market. Belgravia Ace, which is a new launch project. 3 interterraces, size range from 3,006 odd square feet to 4,000 odd square feet, transacting at a price of $4 to $4.3 million, which basically translates to a PSF of $1,000 to $1,100. If you then look at some of the resale cluster house in this area, you will definitely be comparing against the likes of Belgravia Villas, Belgravia Green, which is yet to TOP probably by early next year. The units over there are pretty much in the size of 3,005 odd square feet. They are already transacting close to $4 million. You have some of the other well-known resale cluster house projects like Alana, Cabana, ST Villas as well. Alana and Cabana, they are both 103 years old projects. Some of the rest like ST Villas as well as also the Belgravia projects, they are all freehold projects. So these projects that is located on the other part of the Yio Chu Kang Road, Alana and Cabana, which are the leasehold projects, their asking price is basically between 3 million to 3.5 million in the resale market. So for ST Villa, they are marketing at $3.2 to $4.8 million for the listings in the resale market right here. So over here, you will also be looking at some of the other projects like Porject Villas, which is a 99 years project, as well as also the Horizon Gardens, likewise 99 years leasehold project here in this whole area. At the time of filming, Horizon Gardens are fairly older. They are looking at about $2.8 to $2.9 million. We also want to compare against some of the landed housing, which is basically very much at the Casuarina Thompson area. So when we look at the resale markets, there are a couple of units over there. They are what we consider the category 1 kind of units, which is you're basically buying for the land. So those units in the resale market are asking for a price of $3.4 to $3.7 million right here. So now if you were to zoom back at Atelier Villas, our unit over here, standing at a size of 3,240 square feet, we are asking at a price of 3.18 million, which essentially will translate to a PSF less than $1,000. This is a fantastic buy because what you get is a good size cluster house with 5 bedrooms, also a lift that serves the blade rooms as well as the basement level. We think this is actually a very sweet spot pricing for a cluster house in this area, and definitely pegged against the future developments of the Lentor site. Alright, so now after knowing all the numbers and how our unit over here in Atelier Villas fare against some of the rest of the other competitors, let's proceed on to the rest of the other home tour, where I'm going to show you the Junior Master bathroom. So this room is actually designed very differently in terms of the ID work. You can see that this is actually much more modern, and I believe the owners have recently renovated this bathroom to have a much more modern and luxurious theme. You can see the walls are actually made out of black tiles, marble. I would say that whatever you want in a bathroom, you get it over here as well. So come, let's follow me over to the next 2 bedrooms. One of the room over here is actually very much like a storage room for the owners to actually keep their stuffs. You do get a built-in wardrobe on this part, but otherwise the rest of the other items in these rooms are all movable. So I would say that this room definitely you should be able to fit in a super single size bed. On this side, if you want, you can actually fit it on this side as well. So you get to enjoy the same view as your master bedroom, which is overlooking towards the swimming pool. So I think this is actually pretty decent sized room if you have like kids that wants to have a room of their own, definitely big enough to fit in a super single size bed. So this room right here, this is basically more like a work from home area that the owners have designed. So you have a study table right here. This is more like a mirror image. You can fit in a single size bed, or you can use this as your home office if you want to have it that way. Wardrobe is done over here, has been retained, so it's not been removed. Likewise, the same view. So in total, there are 5 bedrooms in this cluster house, 3 on the 3rd level, 2 on the lower level. And now let's head up to the roof terrace space. Before we head up to the roof terrace space, allow me to share a little bit more about the differences between a cluster house and a landed house. For a landed house, there's a lot more maintenance work that's being handled by the owners themselves. So things like pest control, utilities, as well as your other maintenance work, especially to the facade of the building, has to be undertaken by the owner themselves. For a cluster house, you do get to enjoy very much like a landed living, but it is very much like a community, and you pay a maintenance fee every month whereby you have professionals that will help you maintain the estate in terms of landscaping work, pest control, even down to the point of repainting of the entire facade of the project itself. it is also undertaken by the management agent of the project, and that is basically the clear differences between a cluster house as well as also a landed living. So for this unit right here, the maintenance fee would actually be $1,560 a quarter, which will translate to about $520 a month. So that will be the pricing that you'll be paying for the upkeeping of the estate, as well as also probably the weekly fumigation, the work that will be done by the professionals in this whole area as well. So that will be one of the costs upfront that you'll be paying every month to stay here in Atelier Villas. So come, let's go over to the roof terrace space. That will be the last part of this house. So let's take a look at the bigger side over here first. During the evening area, you won't get any sun because the sun will set at the side over here. So you get to enjoy this very nice view, I would say very serene and quiet, where you can actually host your guests over a barbecue or even a steamboat here as well. Shelter has been done up, and definitely this has been approved as well by the MCST. So over here, you also have like a little sink area for you to wash up. So these are all tiles, so very durable as well. Electrical points has also been done up over here. So of course, if you want to do any form of cooking, steamboat as well, you do get the powers over here. So at the other side of this roof terrace is actually another smaller part of the roof terrace space that will actually be looking into the inner part of this condo. So over here, you get access to your AC compressors, which is great because your AC will not be sitting outside any of your bedrooms, so you won't hear it churning at the night time. So this is actually all located on the rooftop. So on this part of the terrace space, the owners have done a retractable awning that can actually extend outwards over here. So this will then be another area for your guests to spill over. You probably can have some chairs over here as well, or even another table set for your guests to dine over here. This is also the very quiet part where you are actually within the inner compound. You'll be overlooking the pool at the bottom here as well. Alright, so now we've come to the tail end of the home tour. This is where I'm going to share with you more about the amenities of where we are located right here, as well as also some of the schools that's around us. We are within 1 kilometer away from Anderson Primary School, as well as EHIGS Techniques Girls Schools. In terms of public transport, you do get access to Lentor MRT station, which is just a short walk away. So right now, this Lentor station is part of the Thomson East Coast Lines. Caldecott station will be the interchange line to your Circle line that will bring you to the other part of Singapore. So in future, you also get access to Bright Hill station, which is also going to be the interchange line that will bring you to Ang Mo Kio station as well. We are just on the outskirts of Ang Mo Kio area, so there's plentiful of wet markets as well as also food hawker centers that is in the Ang Mo Kio area, which is a short walk away. Behind us in the Tago Industrial Estate as well, there's also several nice cafes and also food options that is located within the industrial estate. Alright, so now we've come to the end of the home tour. If you're looking for a multi-generation living and you want a house that is 3,000 odd square feet, 5 bedrooms that has a lift that is inside as well, and this is a freehold in Atelier Villas, and most importantly, this is located right next to the upcoming Lentor redevelopment site.
You want to view this unit, then do feel free to give our listing managers a call. Their contact details can be found right below here. Thank you all so much for loving PropertyLimBrothers channel. Feel free to subscribe to our Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, as well as TikTok. Now, my name is Beng Yu.
My name is Wayne. PropertyLimBrothers, as always, happy to show you the place.
On a hot day, you can just feel free to just change into your swimwear and run over here and jump straight out. Zaki, should I do it? How much if I do it? How much?
$80.
Yalah.
Yeah.
Zach, I think I can't go down. Cannot.
Can you stop?
I'm too tall. I need to take the lift. Here you have a nice 2-door fridge over here. Plenty of space for all your storage of cooking. Wow, abalone.
She's a very good spot.
Oh.